hello, hello. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music and play the game, even though the music is already almost done. Hello. I have been wanting to play this game for a while, and I also feel like streaming. So I'm to do that. I was playing Overwatch for a little bit. 5-win streak, didn't break. If this game is too loud, I'll lower it. I only opened up this game for a couple minutes already, just to set it up on OBS.
Hey! You're alive! When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe.
I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Ooh, it's tapping out. Takes away the
Change.
volume.
So, wanna tell me who you are?
Okay, I can't open up the menu yet. So I'll load the game right now. On OBS. So I want to play this game because it's the historical setting is Rome, and also because it's kind of like I don't know if you call it Bethesda style, but talking. I'd go with Ranger, but I was thinking Ranger or Ranger because it's gonna be like Rome, you know, like Pythagorean. I don't know what that is. Ranger
Well,
Ryan.
It's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Also, I feel like in a conversation basically like this, I can talk. Well, I'll have more things to say. I only made this first choice already. I chose this one because the game says in the intro, it's more about your choices and how you interact, and not really just proposing it. It's like this one you can have a gun, but only 10 bullets. And then this one's faster sprinting, which is cool. That's always cool. And this one's like extra defense. But I kind of like this one with information.
You're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think.
Roman.
I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what.
No matter what.
There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him. If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Please. Mind if I ask some questions? I had gotten to the point where I clicked this one and then the question just came up.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
I was kind of surprised
though.
though.
Pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
I mean, as far as writing goes, I was kind of surprised that they gave you the option instead of just the whole being like, oh, wait a minute, what do you want to know? Oh, like, I don't know. We'll go through all of them.
There's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Wow, I get my name. What's that about? I'd really like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you. Why don't you want to tell me? Never mind, I don't care. Which one would I want to choose? I want to know why. Oh!
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself.
Since
my name's Karen.
Check the bots. I think it was like since I don't know what stream I did. Well, I just was it Overwatch? I don't know. I was using my avatar for a while. Hi, friend Greenfield, by the way. I was using my auto, and then like midstream, like in the beginning of it, I was like, I don't want to use this. I turned on my webcam. Yeah, I didn't have a mask though, so I couldn't do the dream face reroll. But look. Dream face reroll. Alright, fine. Since it's KG is just that I don't always get the best reactions. My name is Karen. There's no way her name is Karen. I didn't want you to tell me. All those Karen memes. No, that's such a bad answer. I don't like that. Thank you for saving my life, Karen. Do I want to know? Nah.
You're welcome.
Karen,
Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Who's Al? That's all the questions I had.
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Okay. So she didn't tell me anything about Al. I don't know. I still don't know what that is.
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
We're in Italy. The only river I know is Denial. Who are we looking for? What? I am Ranger Yon. It's a name based on Roman naming conventions. I don't know if that's true or not. I made it up. We just woke up. They just found us, rushed up.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al.
She wants me to find. Something tells me she wants to find out. Yeah, I just started it like 7 minutes ago. Right.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Yeah, the face animation's pretty. In the beginning, it said the game was developed by a co-team of 3 people, so that's pretty cool. This was a dumb thing to ask.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I'm hoping. I'm going for the priceless artifacts. I'll keep an eye out. I'll pass. Actually. I'm a nameless man. Am I driven to help people or to help myself?
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns.
I just started stream.
Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Flashlight. It's just like Phasmophobia. No. He's almost crashing. No. Right? It was. She's like, here you go. Would you like a flashlight? Drag. Examine item. Whoa. Flash. Ooh, that's sense. Them both at 30. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. Why is your mom honking at calls though? Is that a tortilla? It's not. Oh, scroll roll. Right click to zoom in a little. Oh yeah, I have this game on maximum visual settings. Epic. Let's volume. I think that's fine. It's night and they can barely see too. Smooth graphics. True. That's true. That's pretty true. When it's kind of nighttime, yeah. There's not a lot of light, huh? Look at that water though. You're talking about smooth graphics? That's smooth that. The heck? Oh, as long as it's not a battery system in this game. Why is it so smooth, man? Right? It's that effect that water has when it's like moving consistently. And it doesn't look like it's moving at all. I can jump. I thought my back button was broken again. Backpack. Empty pockets, nothing valuable here, but still, it seems strange that Al left it behind. I just started reading it like halfway, I think.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here.
A lag.
It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves."
I'm not gonna move until he finishes talking.
Vain, for this shall be their final resting place.
Why did he start writing a poem?
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time?
Yeah, like the dinosaurs.
People have survived down
He's still
there
talking.
against the odds. It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation.
It's pushing me up.
Or
Colin Philip Hamilton. Oh, hello, Mr. Senator Board. Owl. His name is Owl. Sorry. Bruh. What if he just kept talking throughout this whole time and I could just done this already? What if I just drown staying downhill? But why don't these dough textures look rocky enough? Flashlight. Ranger on. Blood. You hear that? City made of gold. Dude, I only fell like 2 feet and they have this whole city. Oh. A young woman in a pose of lamentation. I don't know what lamentation is. Bro, I hear that. Hear the middle. These are people I'm willing to bet. Oh my god. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? Megatron. Bruh. That wasn't me. That was. Por hic esne. Hell nah, better not be moving. True. I don't want them to move. Look back. You know what I post. Pacha! There's nothing behind me. A young Roman woman. It looks like she was begging for her life. Who's going around knocking these statues down? Ooh, this looks just like Kingdom Hearts 3 in the beginning on Mount Olympus. Quick save. Disrespect. Bruh, disrespect moment. A Roman military commando attempting to scramble away from something. Well. A Roman legionary in a state of terror. You not say anything? A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. She's praying upwards. They know about the land above. Yeah. We know terror. Something's coming. There's a dog for both. Doki Doki moment, I guess. Bro moment. A golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al, but how is that possible? Ooh, yikes.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this.
What stone tablet?
And worse. She'll suffer the same fate I did. I spent a lifetime in this place. Going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options.
Gotta go back.
Death.
Back in time.
That godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it.
Right over
I
there.
set things right.
Right over there.
I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back.
The statues are talking to me.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. Find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Photo reference. A young Roman woman in a state of panic. Someone did it again. Window. Can you hear that music? What is that melody? Bruh. No, whoa. Reference. A Roman man on his knees, as if begging his gods for mercy. He's not on his knees. That's... Bro, Sigma moment. This canonically happened to Sigma. It's gotta be. Weapons. Who's that? I wasn't looking at the relief, I was looking at the apples. Those are not apples. Now that I look at it. Figured out how to return to my original time. Whoa! I just saw this man. He was it was gold. This is such
Salve, friend. I'm
Salve.
Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm good. Thanks. I come from the future. Wait, are you speaking English? Wait, I'm curious. Does he know he's speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin.
I speak Latin, bro.
You
I speak
are
Latin.
too, although your accent's a little strange.
I know.
Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
I don't know what the shrine is.
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you?
No.
And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you?
He's
One
catching
more
on.
time. Who are you and what were you doing in that shrine?
Hey, you got me. Wait, do I want to be honest? That sounds so stupid if I tell him I'm from the future. He's gonna have me beheaded. Like, come on. He's gonna put me in the ring, in the gladiator ring.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in
Get
any
lost,
other sacred
wink.
places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now?
Surely not.
Listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So
Hey.
let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along.
He looks so
just fine.
concerned. Your
Not
laws.
laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule.
Gold.
And the punishment for breaking it's, well,
Beheading.
it's kind of horrific.
I
But
called
our
it.
magistrate
You said I'd be
insists
fine.
we take all
I called
newcomers
it.
to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Am I going with him?
Follow me.
I don't know
When I
anyone
first
else.
arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But
Oh,
as you
Ottawa.
can see, we've got a nice little community now.
True.
Only 23 of us at the
Zip line.
moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're
Gold
not
statue.
careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks
It
at my
sounds
bar
like
for free tonight.
Sounds like there's political conflict going on. Aurelia looks busy. I should avoid talking to him. Oh, that's so we're supposed to. Dice tower. A metal dice tower designed to stop people from cheating when rolling dice. Clearly, cheating must be a problem among Romans. Veni Vidi Vici. Sterile
You
cases.
stay away from my money.
You think Romans knew how to invent beer? You think this is enough for 1 million beers? That's... I'd be stealing. Sculpture of Minerva. Brass. Okay. Back to following whatever his name was. Oh my gosh.
His triple head
So,
and lets out
exotic.
his threefold braying.
Bro, what?
Lydia,
Where did they come
would you
from?
stop muttering like a deer over a cauldron?
Oh, he left without me!
Customers.
Brillo, come back! I'm so lost without you. Brillo. God. Old Stroll. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorotos the Younger. As for our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for the city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. But here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Oh, there's more to this thing. This guy wrote a book. Stuck on a clip. That's cool. Clip that. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the golden rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles, that we live under is, I believe, merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. I'm done. No. Bro, what up? Thesis on law. What was the golden rule? I missed it. I missed what the golden rule was. Say gold. Translate. Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone. Don't... Whoever wrote this didn't get a chance to finish, evidently. I can read that. Where did my guy go? Yeah, here it is. I gotta go this way. Gotta go get it. Gotta go get it. Lost up. Yep, that's what happens. Ah! Travel.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
As you wish. I don't think so.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion,
He's gonna say the Golden Rule.
if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong.
Okay, thanks, Horatius.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse.
Exactly 10.
The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Do you see how he pointed? Thanks, Horatius. I wish you the best.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
I agree, stranger.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
What do you know about the Golden Rule?
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Well, maybe it's best if you don't go insulting gods. Nah.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
Exactly what I thought. As we know,
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
Theories. They turn into gold statues, but what are the conditions?
I suppose we will.
I think you have to be caught. I don't know about what's right.
What is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor.
Ridiculous.
We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Mouth breathers, that's crazy. I don't want to help. I don't want to help at all. But it's a side quest.
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
No mind.
Why? Because I'm on this couch and not pacing about the villa, wasting energy.
Exactly.
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Surely not. I think you know something. You're not telling me. What if she is not telling me something?
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
Oh, oh. I hit on a rough patch though, huh? Bread. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as the servant's problem. True. Hell, I did fail. I didn't spec enough into lying. Hello.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Ranger Rion.
A curious name to match a curious accent.
I get it.
But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to
No,
that.
I'm not.
But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
I see. Okay. It's beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22
7 months.
complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed.
Sins,
No
yeah, right.
fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
No.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying.
He's gonna say the golden rule.
If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh, that's what
You
Horatius
see,
meant.
the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to
Midas
gold.
from Fortnite.
We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as
said
we
it.
have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here.
Ooh.
All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know
MF
that's a lot to
Doom.
take in, and you look
Bravo
like
Downey
you
Jr.
have
reference.
questions. Please, ask away.
I don't have any questions. I understand everything.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault,
Dr.
and
Doom.
certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus.
Yeah,
What
I
about
saw the
lying,
reveal. It's pretty
insulting
cool.
someone,
Surprising.
blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery,
Not blasphemy.
infidelity, suicide.
Oh.
As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen.
Yes.
And we must honor the peace of the gods.
Naturally.
The sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome.
Of course.
It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
True. And Rome is still alive to this day. I wonder if this is true. Maybe the girl did a sin. Could be. Maybe the girl left because she did a sin. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from. Actually,
I'm
makes sense
glad
to me.
you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
These questions will be available later. Okay, but what good does this do me? I can just ask them now. I want to know who Proserpina is.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
You caught me red-handed.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable.
Quite.
Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
Oh, he doesn't want to know that. Ooh, yeah. I'll tell him, though. I'll tell him.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
How does the ritual work? Does that matter to me, though? Nah. Why can't he investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election.
It's a democracy?
The people here would only
That's
treat my
crazy.
curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
I think I did with someone. Yikes.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
You go
What's
blind.
needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Okay, he doesn't want me to have a bias. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. How do I know? Yo, how do I know it's not you? You think it could be related to Scintilla's disappearance? Come on, tell me what you really think. No, he's trying to stay hands off. I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him do that.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
So his political opponents.
If I understand Prosepina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain.
Nah.
If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox.
Yes.
If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Yeah, paradoxes always make sense.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
Well, I've got nothing better to do.
No, I don't suppose you do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation.
Of course.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
And have them expelled.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
All right. See what we can do. Get around it. All right, I'll do that. Roll. I just jump off the hill. Coin. My coin. I've come to apologize.
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get out, you horrid barbarian!
It seems I can't. Slow walk. Get out of my way.
Ave.
Who's Ave? Patchy is.
What were you two talking about?
I'm on Rome Avenue right now. About to break the golden rule. What are you two talking about? I have no idea so far.
Don't play dumb. I saw you.
I saw
Having a
you, I
shady
did.
little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
A sin. The Apache's a boy. He wasn't trying to buy my vote. I can't be bought. Well. So, what's it to you? I'm talking about the election. I'm not gonna try to bribe him, but
what? You're throwing your lot in with him for free
then?
That's even worse. Mark my words, Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
You don't know who I am. I don't care about the election. I was thinking of bring I am. Oh, this is petty as hell. Oh, I love that. I don't want it. I don't care about the election.
Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murde foreigners interfering in an election.
What do you call me?
Can't hurt.
What do you think about the golden rule? Who are you going to vote for? I know he's going to vote for.
Her name's Domitius.
Domitius.
You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Easy.
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
You know, fair enough. Do you know?
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Sounds great. How is he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
He's lying.
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans.
And he gets
and
out.
We can't have that.
That's great.
Old man Sentius got you already, did he?
Did he?
Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confuturare.
Confuturare. I know Latin now. Sentius and Malleolus. Same excrement, different smell. Based. Oh. What a place to stop me. I see.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
I will watch out for Scintilla. I don't think she...
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I will not tell you anything about myself, but tell me everything about you.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess.
A Vestal
without
priestess.
Due formality or courtesy ask, what is your story?
I'm not from around here.
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Okay, thank God. That. It sounded like a lot. Like a lot. How did you end up here? What's a Vestal Priestess? This is what I want to know.
You really don't know? You are from far away, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I am one of the priestesses, charged with keeping the sacred flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta burning. I take it you know who Vesta is?
No.
Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman people.
Oh.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
You must know.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
It did, actually, now that you mention it.
Why is that?
Because of the memes. You don't know.
As you wish, but...
She doesn't need to know about memes yet.
I wonder if... No.
It couldn't be.
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any
patterns. I'm good at pattern puzzles. In Overwatch while watching. Wow, you're overwatching. Watching and overwatching. You're being a bit coy.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Who's Livia again?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent. Started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help. But she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
It's my middle name.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
True. You know, what do you think about the golden? I was playing Overwatch a little while ago too. I was playing some comp. I was on a 5-win streak. I lost the first run, then won 5 games. I didn't rank up yet though. I think I lost the last one. No, I was on a 5-win streak and then I lost the last one. And I was like, nah. And my head out. It was not a good match. That team, oh, that team. I definitely reported people. I was like, get out of my game. I do not want to play with you.
I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Rather long. Yeah, I got a few dash right now anyways.
Wonderful. It goes like this. Borsis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Borsis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Borsis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers.
Wait, how long is this gonna go on?
Philemon, I think these men are gods in disguise. Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine. And the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Borsis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests.
Indeed.
But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Bro, too. Or perhaps it's that the gods might kill you at any moment for failing the test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are.
I'm pleased to hear it.
But I agree.
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
What do I ask?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed. All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course. That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself, but in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent, but if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Sabotage.
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
Never mind.
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination. Certainly.
I've been asking people how they
And did you notice anything? A pattern?
Oh no, I was kind of...
Oh, well then.
Wait.
Asking Olivia's fate weighs heavily on...
Where are you going
Come
now?
back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Will do, Aquilius. Where do I want to go? Dying gasp. Distressing please. Main goals. Okay, I'll do leads right now though. Nah, I want to do this one. Yeah, I'll do this one. But there's nothing Quest mobile. I can. Speak to me. Where's the water coming from? Oh no. Kendrick. I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Naivia. I suppose I can. Bunch of sounds coming from Let's arrow mine. I'm stuck. Assassin's bow. Well. Denarius. You can assume that's money. I have money now. Wait. There is an arrow. Both might be useful. Behind closed doors. There must be another way in. I'm cheating by using the guide. Dimensions? Watch out. Sorry to hear that. Oh, 2 paths. Lock yourself. Let go of your secrets.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
That's exactly what I meant. Sure.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society.
True.
Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out.
I'd love to visit.
See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
Left to go behind.
Of course I chose the cart.
I knew it.
I can always buy a new slave girl, if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the typer.
Oh, not the typo.
No, I dived in after it, of course. Weren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Commiserations.
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
He's a thief. So he doesn't know way out of it. There's no point in asking this because he doesn't know how to get out of it. I'll ask it though.
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
What if I want the bow?
Thank you, friend.
I will go behind Centilius's back.
Malleolus. I mean, Centius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I can't. I have no reason to tell him who to vote for.
Certainly. Very well. Another time.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
I don't know about fellow.
I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Thank you.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
First of all, Georgius, I am not like you. You are not the same. From beyond the edge of the known world, you'd never believe me. I like this one. Sounds like mysterious, and edgy.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them.
You're gonna have
We
to keep
will
waiting.
have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Information, actually.
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Tailor shop, girl.
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
I see a pattern forming already.
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
I've done that too.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Oh.
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
More or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, The more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
I see. I suppose so.
Oh, and there is another reason too.
Money.
If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
That was my first guess.
Anything you like.
Don't know way. Who are you going to vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way. Nothing comes to my mind, my friend. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Well. Chill. Oh, I am not trying to steal from him. Not yet.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
I didn't know I can steal. Grisha.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cumulatus decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped away.
What? I just got here. I didn't even have a chance to do the side quest.
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day, or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututor and scratching his eyes out.
That's dangerous talk. Let's recommend tell Sentius you suspect Lucretia. Well, I don't suspect Lucretia. No. Well, maybe.
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal.
That is not
There
normal.
was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad. Anything about what?
Thank you.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Reason for was it self-inflicted? Or do you know what poisoned her? Any reason why she might have wanted to die?
Hemlock, I believe.
I don't know what that is.
Gladly. Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
What? Don't tell me I could have talked to Whole Boss.
May Apollo keep you safe.
How'd you do?
Scary. Oh. See you. Oh, who's this? Roger looks busy. What's he up to?
Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacis, I'm not making you a bow. You know why. There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
What's wrong? Why is he bugging out? Oh, he's bugging out.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
You just love
You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
Yeah, she just died. Anyways.
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Actually, I would.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Greek? Yeah, the kind of Romans copy Greek in architecture?
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Yes, quite.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts.
Yeah,
Those
same.
series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
Nice, nice. To bring Rado into the city.
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
I found a lead. My way out is through the aqueducts.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, Someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Okay, I'll do it. You convinced me. I'll find out.
Of course.
I noticed the graffiti. Where does someone think you're a synod? What are you going to roll for?
Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
Yes. Senator Sentius is a coward.
My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Oh, okay, I see it. I see. You like men, do you?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh?
Yeah, you got
Sorry,
me.
that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance.
Yeah,
I
I'm
saw
familiar with
enough
the Batavi.
friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
Nah, enlightened, I see.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Unfortunate.
It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists? That's new to me.
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that?
Ridiculous.
If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the Golden Rule.
I bet it's a woman.
What? Really? I didn't expect that.
I know.
But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless.
What can I say?
I'm glad you arrived when you did.
I'm here for the people.
I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
You're too kind, Virgil. You're too kind.
Nice to talk to you.
Do I have a map? I don't have a map. Who is this?
Help! You have to do
Katya.
something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's
His
gonna
weapon?
break the golden rule.
I need a weapon. He's threatening rage. Let's see what I got up here. I gotta run on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere.
So I'm gonna sneak in.
I have to
I'm
hide.
gonna take him down.
Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. What? We don't have time for this. I have to go.
I'm stressful.
Ugh.
What was that? Gah.
The shrine is collapsing.
I'm sorry, what? Bruh.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead.
Shrine may
Did anyone
collapse
see
at-
that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her. Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl.
Oh. I told you we shouldn't. I tried to warn her. But alas, she did not listen to reason. Blast it. Bath time. Ah! Oh.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus.
That's me.
Otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know, Quinticus.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain
I'm gonna get my
something
coin.
to you.
I'm gonna throw in his
I
eye.
am here with orders from
I'm going to
Emperor
unarm
Nero
him.
himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest.
Only my
Is
chest.
that understood?
I swear I wasn't lying. I got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
I attempt to disarm him with language. Smuggling is strange, or surrounded people by accents. Sounds ridiculous.
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it?
Damn right.
You're
Damn
not
right I
going
do.
to get your claws into me. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
Mystery cult. Wait, what's a mystery? You got the wrong idea. We're not cultists. But there are all cultists among us.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
See, we're all trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with being cultists at all. Yes. It's not that we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There's no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in
It's
any
not a threat.
case,
It's
that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
no,
and I saw the inscription
those
saying, the
way.
many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
You got it all wrong, Soul. You got it all wrong. What if I just say no? Me when I lie.
A distinction without a difference.
Bro, you're dumb.
You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense.
Bro, you're just dumb.
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
It's not gold. They're people.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
You misunderstand, my good soul. He's distorting what I said. We don't tell him to go. God did it. We don't know which one. Okay, that one sounds stupid. That sounds like crazy talk.
Yes, yes, because I'm the real villain here.
Yeah, look like one.
It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the
Sanctuary.
indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists.
I love
There's
human
no doubt
sacrifice.
in my mind.
I love human sacrifice,
What
Charlie.
baffles me
I love human
is how
sacrifice.
a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become.
A monster.
However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quinctius is. Do not waste it.
Bro, I don't know who that is, brother. But what if I lie? What can you tell me about Quintius? What's it going to take for you to let this go? Gold? Take all the gold you want. I wouldn't help you, and if I did know who he is, I have no idea who he is. What can you tell me about Quintius? Let me find out. Let me get information from him.
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
My knowledge is coming into play. Oh my god,
Who
finally.
are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
Brother. Don't know who that is.
Then you're of no use to me.
Big on. Watch me dodge
do you
him.
Have any last words?
Pocket sand. He said you wouldn't kill me if I told you the truth. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. I like this one. If you fire that arrow, everyone is going to die. You have no idea what you're in for. But I don't have any weapons. Do you? That'd be so funny.
Aha, I knew it. Now it's my turn to tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
Dude, did I just lose the game?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh my god, stop! Bro, I didn't do anything. Give me a bow. Oh my god, I'm actually in combat.
Please.
No. I failed my people. What is this? What is this? Dungeon walk. I built this city. Oh my gosh, so after me. No items. Brrr, the handle. Loop. I'm stuck in a loop.
Salve, friend. I'm... Oh, I guess how much... Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should...
Zipline! Yeah!
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Okay.
All right. See you around.
Yeah, hour and a half long stream. It's only 11. You all know what that means. What's that over there? F5 to save. Oh, I didn't quick save. Photo mode in this game, Pog. Okay, yes. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm tired. Also, I gotta go out, pick up my sister in a bit. That was cool though. I kind of like that. Interesting push roll. I'm gonna maybe keep playing the game. I want to. Am I gonna? Maybe. Anywho, we got an outro song going. How about that? Let's get Pokemon outro song. I played Pokemon in the beginning. A Pokemon song. I didn't play the game. Ah, Pokemon Lo-Fi beats. Whoa, what a bangle. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. Okay. And again, thanks to everyone that came by. Actually, kind of a sick song. I might play some Overwatch Comp after this. But if I lose once, I'm done. Okay, well, good night, everyone. I'm gonna turn my camera on for just a second so I can wave goodbye. Do this, gotta do that. Skirt. Goodbye. I'm gonna go now. Have a good night, everyone.